the culture menu.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Chef Che, your LA-based, loyalty-raised music appreciator that loves to give the people what they want. And you are now tapped into the 4th episode of the Culture Menu podcast, baby. So let's jump right into this week's topics. Well, guys, this week's Crazy Karen goes to the one and only Claire Brofman. Okay? Do some Google searches, guys. Claire Brofman, if you don't know, is an heiress to the Seagram's liquor fortune, right? Seagram's, the one that at every college party is there. And according to the New York Times, this Princess Claire was recently sentenced to 81 months. That's 6 years and 9 months for the people in the back for her involvement in a sex cult. So I don't know if any of you guys remember, there was a girl from that show Smallville, and she had got arrested not too long ago, maybe the top of this year or maybe the end of last year. And her name was Allison Mack. Well, this is basically the same sex cult and sex trafficking case that she was involved in. And no one really knows the extent of Claire's role or really the extent of Allison's role in all of this. But she was charged for enabling a corruption scandal. So she used all of her money and resources and whiteness to basically go after anybody or organization that was a critic of the group that she was involved in. And I think the name is like Nexium. I'm not sure. It's NXIVM. Don't know how to spell that. I don't think they want us to be able to say it. Fuck them. Anyways, she would keep suing all these people that didn't agree with this group, right? So she would sue them and then cause them to go into bankruptcy, would ruin marriages with false allegations and the hoopla, very Karen-like shit, you know what I mean? She would fuck up people's careers, reputations. She would have local prosecutors in whatever state this shit took place in initiate criminal charges against these people. Why? No, for no reason. They didn't do anything. The only thing they really did was not like Nexium, this group, which was known for being a sex cult. I don't understand. She was ruthless, man. She was ruthless, y'all. She did some ruthless Karen shit. And I don't understand what it is about these rich, entitled people, and I'm not just gonna say women. There's a lot of rich, entitled white women doing some crazy shit right now, but just rich, entitled people, I don't understand what their infatuation is with sex and children. I don't understand it. I get the power shit. I want some power, but the sex and kids shit, I don't get it, and I don't agree with it, and I don't like it, and so forever she will be a Karen in my eyes. And anybody that aligns herself with people like this or Karen-like folks, I don't fuck with. Okay? So Karen, get your shit together, and I really hope and pray that she does the whole 6 years and 9 months. I really, 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 really hope. Because even when the judge was telling her, hey, you know, kind of trying to be sympathetic. Like, we understand you've been brainwashed. And so this man that's running this Nexium group, you know, he's just using you. And she was like, nope, I love him. Nope, I believe in him. Nope, just give me my time. Let me go about my business. And it's like, whoa, the loyalty there. I feel bad. I know there's probably some deep-rooted shit there, but I just had to give her her Karen Award because she out here causing havoc, man. Out here causing havoc on the world. This is white people and entitlement at its finest. At its pure finest. You know what I'm saying? What she actually did, what she actually accomplished. Did she kill people? I don't know. Sounds like she's on the road to it. Sounds like she's loyal as hell to this fucking Nexium, whatever they do in there. And if you're a sex cult, what do you do? I mean, I know y'all getting jiggy with it, but like all day? Like there's 24 hours in a day, 365 days a year. I hope that's right. And like, what do you do in a sex cult? What are y'all learning? What are y'all doing? Anyways, People are sick, man. So y'all stay safe out there with all these opportunists out there, all these people trying to take advantage of you. Stay away from these Karens, y'all. There ain't nothing good on the other side of these Karens. Moving right along. We have, guys, the vice president. Wait, how do you say this? The vice presidential debate? Or do you say the vice presidential debate? Presidential debate? Whatever. We have the VP debate, right? I know y'all saw it. Well, guess it wasn't a complete shit show like last week. We did have some flies in the house. I think Senator Kamala Harris did a great job at holding her own and really demanding her respect from the other side when they would get out of line. And I think she really, Michelle Obama set this president of black girl magic. You know what I'm saying? She set the bar for black girl magic. And I think that's great. But Kamala Harris last night, I think, set the bar as well. Just right below, a little below Michelle Obama. But I know a lot of black women were just watching that like, damn, we came so far. And she held her own so well. She did it so well. She put that nigga in check. She said, I'm talking. Okay. She did that smile. I loved it. I think she didn't have any nigga moments. We talked about nigga moments. She didn't have any of those. She definitely gave us black mother vibes with the stares. You know, those like looks and the squints and stuff like that. But other than that, I was so proud. She kept her nigga moments inside the best she could. Okay. It was kind of like, I dare you to touch something in the store after we already had the talk in the car. You know, Pinch tried it. He tried to get out of line, but she had to get in line, boy. I will say it's hard to really know what either side's plan really is. I mean, are we listening to these debates expecting to hear their plans and for them to tell us anything really? No, right? It's just being able to hold your own at this point. And not look as stupid as the other side. Because right now, it's all over the place. And, I mean, obviously, Senator Kamala Harris and former Vice President Joe Biden are really aligning themselves with the people and moving us in a more unified direction, which I love. I think that right there is enough for me. I think anything after that will just create positivity. Like, if we unify, like we've been trying to for so long, I think it'll really move us forward. So I think that's a great start. Pence, on the other hand, I didn't really realize until now. I didn't even notice him. I didn't really notice him before. I guess like I didn't realize he was a Trump minion. And I guess I knew he was the vice president, but like I just never really heard him talk, never really seen him. I've seen him do like one or two goofy things, but he was just never in my mind. So I'm sure you could ask like, how did I not know he was a minion? But it was just crazy. Oh, well. I think we all really know who won the debate. If we had to choose, I think we all know who won the debate. So, salute to Kamala Harris. That's that on that. In other news. There is no other news. But I do want to talk about relationships. I haven't yet really discussed relationships. I've talked about relationships as far as family, maybe. But how y'all holding up out there in COVID, locked up with your boo? Cause I mean, look, guys, okay. I'm now in a relationship. Beautiful experience. Beautiful human being, right? Great. Just in case she's listening to this, I have to like really, throw something in there. Beautiful human being, great spirit, makes me happy, all that shit. But I don't know if we could be locked down in COVID together. I just don't know about that. I'm just talking about my relationship. The way I operate and the way she operates are two completely different ways, right? Love her to death. But I don't know if we would right now be able to make it in COVID. I'm moody. I need my space. I don't like to wake up talking. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole bunch of shit that I don't know if during COVID would work. My patience is thin during COVID, you know? I don't know. And she probably feels the same way, right? She's super centered, super just positive, super happy, super beautiful. And I don't know if I would be too much in her space. Vice versa. Like, she loves to meditate and think and process and learn and read. And all of those things are quiet. All those things are really quiet. And I like music. I like to play music all day. You know, I like to talk when I want to. I don't know if it would work if we lived in the same environment during COVID. I don't know. I guess being optimistic and knowing how much I love her and how much she loves me, we would make it. But it would be by a motherfucking toothpick. We would make it. Barely fucking make it, bro. I know we would. And I know we'd probably take a vacation right after, and we might go 2 different places. Because, I'm telling you right now, even dealing with my family during COVID, I know there's been moments of almost losing it, you know? And even if you lose it on a family member, it's like, oh, that's just her doing it again. You know, it's like they've been in your life for 20, 30, 40 years. They know how you are, right? But not your significant other. You spaz on that nigga, it could be over. You spaz and tell her or him the wrong thing, and it's done. They can leave unless y'all married. I mean, they still can leave. I would love for you guys to give me maybe some pointers, maybe some comments on what we could do, me and my significant other, what we can do to spend time when we are together in COVID. We done gone to parks. Of course, we do social distancing, 6 feet away, mask on. But we've done parks. We've gone on a walk. We watch a lot of Netflix. We eat a lot of Postmates. Shout out to these niggas, because without Postmates and Netflix, we would not make it. And I hope you guys really understand that. Y'all need to invest in Postmates if you can. Invest in Netflix if y'all can, because just think about how much of a necessity it is right now on lockdown. It may not be as much of a necessity when we leave, but we don't know how long this shit's gonna ride out. Anyways. So yeah, just give me topics, tips, things we can do. Speaking of stocks, I guess we can jump, we can hop topics. But speaking of stocks, man, I think that's what I've been doing a lot during COVID, is really looking at the stock market, really trying to understand how it affects us, how the world affects the stocks, how the stocks affect the world, the balance of it, understanding longevity, understanding savings, investing. I think it's very important. I use Robinhood for the most part. Y'all go on there, y'all look. All my stocks are doing pretty great. I have one stock that's not doing great. I think it's Pfitzer, but I think that's because it's a medical. Anyways, doesn't matter. So yeah, really, guys, get into stocks. Really get into what these white people are doing, because if we trying to unify, we gotta unify everywhere. We gotta be able to do stocks. We gotta be able to do real estate. We gotta be in the Supreme Court. We gotta be all these places, in police. I mean, as much as we were talking about police brutality, we need some of us in there. And I know it's a really awkward balance, because I've even battled it, right? And I was like, damn, I really want to help us. And the only way to help us is to get in these rooms and get in these places where we aren't, and really get power in places that we shouldn't. So I was thinking, maybe I should be a police officer, and maybe I should, protect and serve, because that's what we're supposed to do, protect and serve the community that I was raised in. And it's like, I was going through that process. I know it's going to sound like I'm fucking lame, but I went through the process, and as much as I was going through the process, I was like, I can't do this shit. I can't, because at the end of the day, I know I'm going to have to arrest one of my people, and I'm not up for it. I know that I would be just like them out there as police officers. I'd be arresting every goddamn white folk, okay? Man, let that nigga fucking jaywalk, and I'm on his ass, boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm on his ass. I ain't gonna put my knee on your neck, but I'm on your ass. I need that. I need that, sir. I need all y'all to feel what we felt, because y'all don't understand right now. Y'all don't get it. These white folks don't get it. Oh, they just go to jail. Oh, they just get hit a little bit. Oh, they just get arrested and put handcuffs on. Oh, he just got tased. Don't worry about it. He shouldn't have resisted. And I hate that shit. I hate when people tell somebody, oh, you shouldn't have resisted. That's why he did what he did. Well, let's start in the fact that they didn't even have to talk to me. We didn't even have to have an exchange. I shouldn't even know your badge number. I shouldn't even be talking to you. Let's start there. And I'm resisting because I don't have a reason to be detained or talked to. Like, bro, that shit is annoying. That shit is annoying. So y'all white folks, get it together. We are resisting because we should. We are resisting because we have to. We are resisting because we're fighting for our fucking life. Anyways, don't know how we got there. I don't know how we got there. But you see how much energy came out of me with that topic? How much energy just literally just came out. Don't even know what we were talking about. I think we were talking about cops and being a cop and all that shit. But, you know, I really wish it was easier for us to figure this shit out. If we become cops and we're policing these neighborhoods, and even if I police my neighborhood, which is primarily black, then I will be arresting people that are primarily black. I want to protect my neighborhood by policing it. But in order to police it, I will have to sacrifice the lambs. And I wasn't willing to do that. Now you put me in Beverly Hills and I'm able to arrest these white people doing all this stupid shit, or these rich people that are entitled. And I think that's great. Everyone should be held accountable for their actions. But then I'm not helping my community, right? I'm not helping my community. So I couldn't do it. I just didn't see how it would be a win-win-win. And I don't know what to do. I don't have the answers. I was getting off the freeway the other day, and I was getting on the freeway the day after. When I was coming off under the bridge, there was just countless. It was like a homelessness takeover, right? No disrespect to them. It was just homeless takeover on the bridge. The bridge that I've never seen homeless people under before. Y'all really take care of these homeless people. They're young, they're old, you know, they're white, they're black, they're Hispanic, they're POCs. Like, we really have to get this homelessness under control. We really have to invest in our people, man. I know it seemed like, oh, if I give them $5, you think it's going to go to something. But that's not your choice. That's not your choice to believe. That's not your judgment to give. So please, if you see a homeless person, even if it's a quarter, if it's $1, just please do what you can. I'm not telling you to break your bank, but just help out here. $1 can go a long way. $1 can get that person to Arizona. $1 can get them a water. So, you know, do your best to really stay humble and stay grounded out here, because that could be you. You know what I'm saying? That could be you, especially in the society we're in. That could be you. And, you know, not every homeless person is perfect and everybody has their own story, but just respect them. I don't want to see no videos out here with y'all, look, I gave pizza. Like, that's goofy. You on goofy time. You on goofy time. And no one deserves to have their downs filmed so you could be up. That shit right there, goofy. So please, 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 guys, if you see a homeless person or a less fortunate person, please do your best to at least give them $1 respect, time, have a conversation, something, because you don't know what people are going through these days. Especially during COVID, when they're out on these streets with no support. No support. They can't go to hospitals like that. How are they purchasing masks? How are they staying clean? You know, as far as like hygiene and like keeping their hands washed, you know? So please, 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 guys, just be aware of your neighbors, man. Because they're your neighbors. And they're people. They're human. They're human. So I just wanted to like give you guys that little rundown on homelessness. Because it's hard to see sometimes. Like, I know it would be me if I wasn't fortunate enough to have, you know, the family I have that supports me and allows them to allow. Like, I could be that person. And so I just hope you guys don't take advantage of that, you know. Bless up, bless up, bless up. I'm about to do some shout outs right now. It's called The Well Healing. And I'll just read their mission statement. The Well is a culturally responsive resource founded to provide trauma-informed holistic health services for communities and individuals experiencing marginalization and oppression. Our mission is to connect clients to a network of affordable, accessible, and intentional healing resources. So check out The Well Healing. If you can't, even if you don't feel like it's for you, then maybe you should just donate. Really help push this shit forward, because it's people like this and it's companies like this that make the world a better place, man. To make the world a better place and give us the opportunity to change and grow and learn. So shout out The Well Healing. You can find them at thewellhealing.com. You can tap into their Instagram, The Well Healing, as well. So yeah, man. Tap in, baby. Another thing I like to shout out, because, you know, I'm a podcaster. I got into podcasting because I've listened to podcasts and I was like, oh, people drop gems and like people have so much to say. And two podcasts I really listen to: Okay Now Listen with Scotty Beam and Sylvia Obell, and the other one is Brilliant Idiots with Charlamagne the God and Andrew Schultz. I'm not really going to go too deep into Brilliant Idiots. It's kind of know what it is, right? You know who Charlamagne is. If not, it's just a comedic kind of banter, which is cool. It's funny. But Okay Now Listen with Scotty Beam and Sylvia, as a female, as a black female coming up in an industry, whatever industry it may be, this right here is solid. This podcast probably pushed me to really put my podcast out there. I've been listening to Okay Now Listen podcast since it started, really. I might have joined in like the third episode, but I had to go back because it's just so good. Scotty Beam, boy, if somebody don't give her flowers, roses, give her a goddamn garden, because she's out here saying it like it is. Like, I mean, as far as being vulnerable, as far as being feisty, she really stands on some shit. And I think that you guys, men or women, would find so much in what these women are talking about. To understand our struggle as women, as black women, they just go so deep in places that you don't even really think about, you know? This week, I think they talked about safety. And it was just like, Scotty brought up a good point. It's like, she's like, I don't feel safe anywhere. No man, no nothing has ever made me feel safe as a black woman. When you see black people getting killed every day, you don't feel safe. And then she was like, I feel safe when I'm asleep. Escapism. And that's deep, man. How many of us women don't realize that we are sleeping more than we need to just to escape? Whether it be kids, whether it be a relationship, whether it be a job. We really need to tap into one another in order to create unity. We really need to understand one another in order to create unity. And some people are going to say, well, you don't ever try to understand white people. You don't try to understand white women or white men. It's like, nah, because we've been raised and taught that already. You know what I'm saying? On default, we were taught them. Now, we're fighting to learn us. And I think that's super big. I think that's super, super big. So just tap in. It's a short podcast. I think it's like 45 minutes. But they're just so great. I think it's through Netflix. They have special guests sometimes, which is also great because you tap into these special guests. I know some of these guests don't expect to go as deep as these women go. But it's just great, man. It's great to hear. It's a great podcast. Kudos to those women right there. I hope one day we can share some space, share some time, and maybe even have a podcast, have a podcast episode together and chop it up. So, yeah, you guys tune into that. If you haven't heard that new SZA, go check it out. You know what I'm saying? He different. That's a dope record. And I love that Chris Brown, Young Thug Go Crazy record. Y'all go crazy. If y'all ain't heard it, I'm sure y'all heard it because it's Chris Brown. So, yeah, guys, man, this time is just flying by like no other. It's like with every episode, it's just, I have more to say, more I want to talk about. I just want to be more connected with you guys. So we're coming up on the end of the episode. Please, guys, don't leave me. So with that, I'm Chef Che, and you just tuned into the Culture Menu Podcast. Tap in.